Oh, freak.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jose, but you can call me Juice, and I hope y'all are having a great motherfucking planty day. So today we're going to be repotting some plants. So if you have any plants you need to repot yourself, feel free to do that while you watch this video. And if you don't, I hope you're able to just relax and hang out with me while I take care of these plants. But before we get into that, if you didn't already know, I'll be uploading plant content here every Wednesday and Saturday. So if you'd be looking for that, I got you. And you should definitely check out my other videos. And if you already have, why not click that subscribe button? You're already here. Also, don't forget to leave me a like or a comment on this video. It'd really help me out and I'd also really appreciate it. But anyways, let's just get right into the plants. So the first plant we're going to be repotting is my beautiful philodendron plowmanii. This is her newest leaf. It is just so pretty and it's so big. It's literally like the size of my palm. She is definitely one of my favorite plants right now, and I just love how big she is getting because I've literally grown this from a little baby plant. Here are some of her original leaves down here, as y'all can see, and she is definitely ready for a repot because she has a ton of roots sticking out the bottom and sticking out the top as well. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna be potting her into this Christmas bucket or whatever this is, I don't know. But basically I punched some drainage holes in the bottom so I could use it as a pot, because if y'all didn't know, this type of philodendron is a crawler. So I do want it to be able to like crawl along the soil. So that's why I wanted to put it in a longer pot. Yeah, anyways, let's just get started. All right, so now let's take her out of the pot she is currently in, and I'm just gonna chat with y'all. So like, how y'all been? How y'all doing? I hope everyone's doing good. I have talked about it in previous videos, but I am moving really soon, in like 2 weeks. I'm really excited for that. Oh my gosh. She is so rooted, y'all. Look at this. So many roots. She is so happy. And she is definitely ready for a repot, so I'm super glad I'm doing this. So I'm gonna put her at the end of the pot so she has plenty of space to crawl along the soil. But yeah, at my new place, I'm actually gonna be able to have a whole room dedicated to plants, which I'm super excited about because I've always wanted a plant room. Because if y'all didn't know, the room I'm in right now is just my bedroom. So my plant room is kind of my bedroom right now at the same time. But even though I love being surrounded by all of these plants, it would be nice to have a room literally dedicated to plants, because then I can literally use up the entire space. Because obviously I can't put plants everywhere in this room because, you know, I gotta live in it or whatever. But I'm super excited to be able to get that all set up and put together, and of course to be able to show you guys. All right guys, I think she is all repotted. She's looking really good and she has plenty of space to grow. I'm just super excited to watch this plant continue to get bigger and bigger and to continue maturing. These leaves are already looking super stunning, so I can't wait for it to like double in size. I'm gonna water all of these at the end of the video, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next plant. Next up, we're gonna be repotting my string of hearts. She's gotten pretty long. She was doing really well for a while, but unfortunately, when I went camping, my cats somehow broke into my room and they attacked some of my plants. This was one of the plants that they attacked. Obviously, she's still alive and salvageable, but y'all, just look at the top. Yeah, basically they like ripped a lot of the vines out of the pot. Yeah, I don't really know what's all going on in here, but I just want to repot this and rehab it so it could be beautiful once again, because I've done it before with this plant. It is in this pot that I made myself. I did that for a video if you have not seen that. But yeah, I just want to give her an upgrade and, you know, a better life. So let's get her repotted. All right, so this is the pot I'm going to be repotting her into. It's a nice little size up, but it's not like anything dramatic. So yeah, she should hopefully enjoy this a lot better. And I'm also gonna do the same method I did last time I repotted this. Before I repotted it into this pot actually. But what I did was I just wrapped the vines around the top, and then I put a lid over the pot so that, you know, there could be a ton of humidity, and the vines will then root themselves into the dirt. And then once she's done establishing herself herself again. I'm gonna let her trail, and by then she's gonna be able to be super full and probably have tons of new vines growing out. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we gotta get her out of the pot she's in. There's so many dead leaves, y'all. It's so sad. She used to be so full up here, but let's see if we can get her out. Oh, freak. Oh my God. She went flying. All right, but here's what we're working with. She still has a ton of roots, luckily, so I think she's gonna make a pretty easy recovery. Let's get her repotted. Y'all have any other plants going through it right now? Let me know in the comments. I have a feeling this is gonna be a nightmare to untangle. So I just finished untangling her. I did lose a couple of leaves, but that's all right. And now I'm just going to wrap her vines around the top of the pot. All right, so I just finished wrapping all the vines around the top of the pot. And then when we water the plants at the end of the video, I'm going to be covering the top of this with saran wrap so that everything can root really nicely into the soil. But yeah, so my string of hearts is all repotted. So let's go ahead and move on to the next plant. All right, so next up, we're gonna be repotting my big mama monstera adansonii. As y'all can see, I'm growing her up a moss pole and she's doing really freaking good. She's gotten so big and I'm just so proud of her progress. The other day, I did notice some roots coming out the bottom of the pot, so I think she is due for a repot. This is the pot we're gonna be repotting her into. It should be a really nice size up, so let's get started. All right, so first things first, let's take her out of the pot she's already in. Hopefully this won't be too hard. So I'm hoping since she's attached to the moss pole, I can really just like pull her out of here and transfer her pretty easily. So actually, I think I'm gonna fill up the new pot with some soil, just so as soon as I get her out of the terracotta, I can just move her right on over. So let's get some soil up in here. Smells so good because the soil I use uses like recycled lumber waste or whatever, so it literally smells like the forest in here. I love it. This pot should be all ready to go, so now I just need to freaking move her over. So I'm just gonna really gently lay her down. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but the roots that are sticking out be right there. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm so excited to show y'all these roots. Wow. Oh my God. Y'all. That pot was literally packed full of roots. Oh my God, y'all. Just look at that. Wow. Yeah, I think she was definitely ready for a freaking repot. All right, let's move her over. Okay, this was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. All right, now let's fill her up with soil. Shout out to my mom because this was actually originally her pot, I think. Y'all, did you know my mom actually used to collect houseplants too? Back in the day or whatever. She doesn't anymore, really. She like sticks to outside plants these days, but she has a couple of indoor plants. Part of me feels like I'm kind of following in her footsteps now with, you know, all my freaking plants. Like literally plants be in my genes. She was almost gonna call me Forest too, but they just ended up naming me after my dad. All right, I'm thinking she is pretty much all ready to go. All right, guys, she is all repotted. She's looking really good, and I'm excited for her to grow even more. I'm already gonna need to give her a moss pole extension soon, because if y'all can see, she's literally about to reach the top again. But yeah, I'm just so happy she is growing so much, And I'm so happy I put this plant on a moss pole. If you've been wanting to try out moss poles, definitely try them out. I recommend them 100%. Obviously, they take a little bit of work, but I definitely think it's worth it. Anyways, let's go ahead and repot the last plant of this video. Alright guys, and the last plant we are repotting is my anthurium forgetii. She is so beautiful. She does have one little discrepancy that has just appeared on this leaf because it's starting to crisp for whatever freaking reason. But as you can tell, she's putting out a new leaf. It is looking really good. This one's her biggest leaf and it was the last leaf. So I'm hoping this one's gonna get to the same size, but I don't know if it's going to, but that's all right. And she is in a self-watering setup, so she has tons of roots that have grown in here. And yeah, I just think she would enjoy a little bit of a repot because I think as long as she has a ton of space to grow, she's gonna get really big. So we are going to be repotting her into this container instead. So it definitely is a step up, but it's not like too much of a step up. And this one is glass, so yeah, it's a little fancy or whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and get her out of here. Oh my god, she doesn't want to come out. Oh, here we go, y'all. Look at these roots. Wow, I just love anthurium roots. They're like so thick, so juicy. But yeah, she's definitely ready for a repot, so I'm excited to give that to her. So I'm gonna place her to the side real quick. All right, so I do have some more rocks I'm gonna put on the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm also going to be reusing the rocks that I used in her last setup. There, now we have a nice little base at the bottom. Y'all, I've been excited to repot this plant for a while because like I said, I just want to watch it continue to grow and get even bigger because these anthuriums can get pretty big, y'all. All right, so she does have some moss on top that I'm just gonna carefully take off real quick. I'm gonna put it back. I just, don't want to get soil all over the moss. All right, now that I've got rid of most of that moss, let's go ahead and place her into her new home. Hold on, I think I want her to be a little bit deeper, so let me take some of the soil out. All right, now I just need to fill this up with soil. All right, guys, she's all repotted and looking really good. Now I am just going to add the moss back on top real quick. All right, guys, this is the finished product. I think she's gonna do really well. Here's the moss I put back on top, and yeah, wish her luck. All right, now that I've got all these plants repotted, let's go ahead and water them. anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure to leave me a like, and you can leave me a comment letting me know which plants you got repotted, and if you weren't repotting anything, just let me know what you think about the plants I just repotted. But yeah, I had a really fun time just hanging out with y'all. Anyways, if you didn't already know, I'd be uploading plant content here every Wednesday and Saturday, so if you'd be looking for that, I got you, and you should definitely check out my other videos. And if you already have, why not click that subscribe button? You're already here. And if you want to see more of me, I also have a plant TikTok. I go by the same username. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see y'all on Saturday. Bye.